Hey YouTube, it's Lightning 2288 here with another haul video, and basically in this haul is going to be basically Aquaman and Batman. It's all Aquaman Batman books. I think around 22, 23 books I'm going to show, and most of these books I've had for at least a month. I've been holding on to them. Like I said, that Craigslist haul pushed everything back since I do things every 2 weeks. So, and before I get started, oh, and then I actually did pick up some of these Aquaman books, and I think a couple of Batman books last week at Frank & Sons, and then another Craigslist ad. Not a big one, no major story behind it, but I picked up one book off a Craigslist ad this week as well. I don't think any of these are eBay actually. No, one is eBay. But before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to some people that I haven't done in a while, and some new guys, some older guys, but first off, I'd like to shout out Kingpin. I think he's fairly new. I think he only has a few videos up, but already has a killer collection. Big Captain America fan. If you guys like Captain America, he has a ton of Captain America Silver Age, especially if you watch my videos. I love the Silver Age stuff, so he's slowly starting to become one of my favorite guys to watch. And of course, Kurgan Wynn's been around for a while, but I guess he used to just comment a lot, but now he started, I think recently he started making more videos, and another great YouTuber, great asset to the community. Another new guy, Faintest of Breath, and Vision of Comics, and of course Manga Comics. Really enjoy his videos. You could tell it when he gets certain books, how excited he gets. It's cool to see. And this new YouTuber, Geek Life 8713, I think he has 2 videos up. If you haven't seen his videos, definitely check him out, man. This guy has a killer collection. His first 2 videos was just key grail after grail. And last but not least, Manta Comics 123, one of my favorite guys to watch. He's one of the younger guys on YouTube, but for how young he is, he has a hell of a lot of knowledge, a killer collection, and if you haven't checked his channel, definitely check him out, sub to him. I mean, he has a great collection. Alright, let's get on with my haul now. The first book here, and this is books I picked up last Saturday from Frank & Sons, of course. This is Aquaman number 3. And like I said, I'm into picking up I guess any Silver Age book you pick up, it might have a first appearance. I actually tested that theory, and I was just picking up these Aquaman books. And I kind of did research on them, and I'll get to the key to what the book is. But this is Aquaman number 3, really early Aquaman, and I mean, it's probably a fine copy, and it cost me $8, so I'm definitely not going to pass up on that. And this is the first appearance of Admiral Strom. I guess he was a high-ranking military officer that allied himself with Ocean Master. And the first appearance of, I can't even pronounce the name, Pomoxis. So like I said, I think I try to test the theory. I just picked up these random Aquaman books because I do want to I kind of like the artwork on the Aquaman, especially the Silver Age stuff, and I want to start doing a run of Aquaman as well. But yeah, first appearance of Admiral Strom and first appearance of Pomoxis. I'm sorry guys, I don't know if I got that right. Next one is Aquaman number 4, and this is another book that cost me about $8. And it's probably a VG Plus copy. I mean, if you could see it, it's not that bad. Colors are still pretty vibrant on it. I mean, presents really well. And yeah, like I said, $8 for an early Aquaman. And this too is first appearance of the Suvians. They were a hostile extraterrestrial race that tried to destroy Earthtown. So, like I said, if you didn't know that and you're into Aquaman, just picking up any kind of keys, definitely, Aquaman 3 and 4. And they're not the biggest characters, but they're still first appearances, and that's, I guess, right now, that's what we're all about. And Aquaman number 24. And this one is a little beat up. You could tell, you could see it all right here. And, I mean, it's probably a 3.0, maybe a 3.5, but it was only a couple of bucks. So like I said, when it comes to Silver Age, and if I could get them dirt cheap, I'm definitely going to pick them up. Plus these Aquaman covers are just freaking awesome. But let me see, Aquaman 24, and check this character out. This is the first appearance of the UN Thing. and I guess he was a sexist man who gets when he goes underwater, he turns invisible. He was a member of the Terrible Trio, and that was basically all I could find out about that character. And it's also the first appearance of Carla, the leader of the Terrible Trio. So, I mean, 2 first appearances. Oh, and Carla was actually, her power was her hair would turn on fire, and she was able to shoot flame out of it. Don't ask me how that works underwater, but, you know, whatever. Still, 2 first appearances, and like I said, you never know. With every show, every movie, you never know when they're going to use a random character. Like I said, Arrow is using, you know, like Clock King and characters like that, and who would have thought those characters one day be on the big screen or on a television show. So like I said, if you could get these books cheap, I mean, honestly, a big name character, a Silver Age book for cheap, hell, why not? And the next one is Aquaman 26, and this is another book that I believe cost me $4, and this is probably like this is a real nice copy, actually. Very minimal spine wear. Hardly any. But, I mean, there's a little rounding right here. But other than that, I mean, it's probably like I'd give it like a 6.5 or something. But like I said, it was, I think, $4 or $5. Hell, why not? And basically, the importance of this book is first appearance of, I don't know if you say Ogre Agents or the OGRE Agents. Just a group that was out to get Aquaman, but I guess later renditions of this group had members that included the Huntress, Black Manta, and Typhoon. So like I said, and well, actually there's the Huntress right there, so not the one we're used to, but yeah, there she is right there. But like I said, it's still a first appearance, and like I said, you never know, might as well, and if you could get them cheap, hell, just pick them up. And let me see here, Aquaman 37. And actually, after I get done with these Aquaman books, I want to kind of go off of what Mercenaut was saying last week about ad pages and people. I'm going to go on a little rant myself about trying to sell them as first appearances. And because I actually was at Frankenson's, and a dealer actually sold a copy of one of those ad pages to a kid that, you know, he duped the kid, basically. But, you know, I mean, I wanted to say something, but then if I say something, I'm going to get blackballed there. So, but I'll get to it after I get done with these Aquaman books. But this is Aquaman 37. This one's probably like a VG Plus copy, VG, you know, 4045. But, I mean, I think this book was actually like $3. But, you know, these covers are freaking awesome. The way the color use on all these Aquaman books are just phenomenal. But Aquaman 37 is the first appearance of the Scavenger, basically a character who wore an exoskeleton diving suit and used high-tech weapons against Aquaman. And I don't think he had much of a career in comics because he was later killed by Hawkman, which I actually kind of want to look up that issue and get. But Aquaman 37, first appearance of Scavenger. Aquaman number 39, another cool cover. This is a really cool cover. I like the yellow, how the yellow was used, and even the purple. I don't know, there's just something cool about it. And this is another book. I believe this is probably like a VG Plus copy, but I think it was, God, if I can remember, I think it was around $4 to $6. And like I said, guys, you know how I am with I love Silver Age books. But Aquaman 39 is, forgive me if I don't pronounce the person's name right. First appearance of Carl. Well, it's K-A-A-R-L. Was an evil Venusian. So that's all I could get from that. But like I said, I was just testing a theory of mine. If I just picked up random Silver Age books and did research on like how many of those books would have first appearances, and so far everyone had a first appearance or maybe even multiple appearances within the book. Get these out of the way. And next is Aquaman 40. Another cool Aquaman cover. These covers are just, man, they're freaking awesome. And as you can see, there's like, that's not like a tape pull or nothing. That's like, it's like dirt or something. I don't know, it was on the book, but oh well. This book was actually only a couple bucks. It's definitely not on a pass up. And I think this was the only Aquaman book that didn't have any first appearance in it that I picked up that day. So, but like I said, cool cover. You know, I love the pink. But yeah, really cool. Okay, next is Aquaman number 41. This is a pretty nice copy, especially for being a black cover. Usually, and a lot of Aquaman covers are black, and they tend to be really beat up. But this is not that bad. I mean, you can see a couple of ticks over here. But other than that, a $5 book, hell, I'm not going to pass up Aquaman books for $5, especially Silver Age. And Aquaman 41 is basically the first appearance of, like I said, guys, I'm not good with names. First appearance in Narcran. It's a ranking member in the royal court who had Mira abducted at one time so he could rule. So, but I think basically later on he was killed off. It didn't say who he was killed off by, but like I said, still a first appearance. And you know, my theory was pretty damn correct. Like basically any Silver Age book you pick up is basically going to be, you know, a first appearance of something. And the next one is Aquaman number 54, another nice copy. You know, another black cover as usual, and as you can see, there's a little bit of wear right here and like a little crease in the upper right corner, but still nice looking book. You know, black is black, the colors are bright, and this is another book that actually has a first appearance. It's the first appearance of Thanatos. Basically, he was a dark reflection of Aquaman, and he inhabited the nether space. Later on, he was killed by Major Disaster, who mistook him for Aquaman. Because as you can see, it's basically Aquaman, just kind of like a bizarro Aquaman, I guess. But still, like I said, I was just testing the theory, guys. Didn't spend much for all those Silver Age Aquamans, and out of all of them, only one didn't have a first appearance. So, like I said, if you get into collecting Silver Age, more than likely the books you pick up, do the research, it's going to have some type of first appearance in it. And the last Aquaman related book I picked up, this is Superboy 171. And this is, I guess, this is the first time Arthur Curry as Aquaman as Aquaboy. And I guess they try to push it like they did with Superboy and try to give Aquaboys on. It just didn't pan out. But I believe this is, I mean, a lot of people have stated this. This is the first appearance of, well, it says introduces Aquaboy. But yeah, if you didn't know, Superboy 171 is the first time Arthur Curry or Aquaman is Aquaboy, trying to go into his childhood, you know, origin and stuff like that. So, you know, a pretty cool book to have. And now let me get on with, before I get to my Batman books, and like I said, guys, I got quite a bit of Batman books to show. Like I said, I've been heavy on picking Batman keys up the last couple of months. But let me just show you the book right now. And you've probably seen it in other people's videos. This is Amazing Spider-Man 237. And like I said, guys, basically, you go to any shop, you go to, you know, a Frankenstein's type place, a con, it's $1 book, $2, whatever. I mean, I got 3 copies of this damn thing. But what I'm going to show you is, let me open it up. I already had the page saved, guys. So. And I don't care if it's folded up or anything. I got like 2 or 3 copies. But as you can see, there's the first appearance of Hobgoblin. And we both know that's a bunch of crap, but I noticed a lot of people were pushing it. And like I said, it's to each his own. If you want to collect that way, that's fine, but these are not first appearances. And I think it's more or less the dealers pushing this on the new collectors. So if any guy out there is watching this video and he's new to collecting, do not fall for this. While I was at Frankenstein's, there was a young kid, I would say 15, 16 years old, talking to one of the vendors, and it's one of the vendors I usually don't buy from. He's just way too overpriced. But he had this, well, he had actually Amazing 238 up, and he wanted like $150 for it. And the kid was like, "Oh, that's one of my favorite characters. You know, I would love to have his first appearance. It's just too high." And he says, "Well, you know what?" He was telling the kid, I was right there. I was kind of like, you know, eavesdropping on him. He's like, "Well, his actual first appearance is in Amazing Spider-Man 237." And he actually showed him that little ad or that little clipping right there of the Hobgoblin. And he sold it to the kid for $25. And I wanted to say something, but like I said, I can't. If I ruin the sale and he lets the other vendors know, I'm screwed there, and they all know me. So, but just a warning: if you're new to the collecting, do not fall for those ad pages, those previews. Do not overpay for them. Now, if you could get them cheap, hell, why not? You know, because I got a lot of those previews or ads, or like, I know a lot of people are pushing that, I forgot the number, guys, that Daredevil book that previews Hulk 181. I mean, I got a couple of those. That's not their first appearance. Do not fall for it. I know us, you know, the more senior collectors, most of the people on YouTube know, but I'm just saying for the new collector just getting into the game, do not fall for that crap. I totally agree with Mercenot. Before my very eyes, it actually happened in front of me, and I seen someone spend $25 on Amazing 237, which is usually $1 book. All right, now let me get to, like I said, my birthday and my wedding anniversary passed, you know, within this month, and my wife got me a couple cool things, and real happy. And I'll show you the first thing she got me. Let me just get it out here. Let's see if you guys can even see it. Yeah, it's G1 Optimus Prime. Complete. I just don't got I don't want to bring everything out and stuff, but like I said, my wife surprised me with this. This was actually this was one of my birthday presents. So she surprised me. I mean, I got the coolest wife in the world. She actually pays attention to when I'm talking. I always think it's going in one ear out the other. But she does. She got me 2 toys and 2 comics, which I'll show you the comics towards the end of my video. But yeah, she got me G1 Optimus Prime. Wouldn't really, you know, real excited to have that. And you Transformer fans out there, I know it's a real cool toy to have. And she got me, I don't know if you guys can see that whole thing, but this is it's a reissue, but still, they're still damn expensive. Especially if you're into collecting Transformers, you know how much the reissue. I mean, this is still a $100 toy. But, you know, I do want to get the original. I don't want the original box. It's just too much. But I would actually like to buy a complete one open so I could actually display it. But, yeah, she actually got me this as well. So, real happy. These were my, I believe, birthday presents. Because my birthday and anniversary are like a week apart. My wedding anniversary. All right, let's get to the comics now. And these are Batman books I've kind of I've had for like a month, just haven't had a chance to show them really. But I'll start off with Detective Comics 469, first appearance of Dr. Phosphorus, and it actually has 2 first appearances, and the other first appearance is Rupert Thorne. You know, one of the mafia guys within Gotham, and like I said, if you don't have it, you might want to pick it up, because especially with that Gotham show coming out, they might use characters along that line, the mafia type characters. So like I said, Detective Comics 469, first appearance of Rupert Thorne and Dr. Phosphorus, and this is a book I found in the $1 box. Not bad. Probably give it like a 7.0, 6.5 though. But like I said, only $1. Happy to have it. And this next one, this is another book I found for $1. First appearance of Ventriloquist and Scarface. Really cool book. Glad to finally find it. I mean, the eBay prices were only like, I think like $10 on this book for, you know, I mean, this is probably a very fine copy. But, I mean, this cover just don't do it for me. I mean, I'm not a, Mike Mignola, I mean, I just don't like the way he drew Batman. I mean, if you look, I mean, I'm sorry to go off. I mean, I'm not trying to offend anybody if there are any fans of that guy's art, but I'm just not one. I mean, he draws Hellboy cool as hell, but I don't know, just Batman looks fat and out of shape. Anyways, yeah, I got that, and then thanks to Mercenot, found this in the $1 box. First appearance of Nocturna. You know, cool cover actually, but like I said, I'm glad to find it. It's funny too. As soon as I saw his video on Friday, I found it Saturday morning at Frankenstein, so I was happy to pick it up. That's what I like about the community. It's, you know, you get heads up on books all the time, and you know, you don't necessarily remember every number, but you do recognize covers, and that's how usually I go about my collecting. But yeah, Batman 363, first appearance of Nocturna, $1, found in the dollar box. Another probably very fine copy. I think another one that Mercenot did show, and I think this was a while ago though. Brave and the Bold 159, and nothing spectacular about it, but like he said, and I have seen it, for some reason this book's actually kind of going up in price. I think it's around like $10, $15 a book, but no really key significance to it, just the fact that it's Batman and Ra's al Ghul on the cover. So if you do see it in the wild for $1, a couple bucks, definitely just pick it up. And I believe I found it for $1 too as well, and it's another probably very fine copy. And nothing key to these next couple books, but just some more Neil Adams stuff. Batman 267, really nice copy of this one. I think there's like one little spine tick. Well, I can't even find it. Oh, there it is. Spine tick right there, and there's a little nick right there. But other than that, a really nice copy. And one I've always wanted, I've seen it on, I forgot whose video it was. It's nothing special about it, but I just really like the cover to it. Detective Comics 391. Real cool cover. And this is I believe this cost me like $7.50. So real happy to have it. You know, anything Neil Adams, especially when it comes to Batman, super happy. Let me get these out of the way. And these next ones are just kind of like filler issues, I believe. I didn't really do research on them, but this is a Detective Comics 356. You know, just some more Silver Age Batman, really cool. And believe this book probably cost me, I think it was like $4. I mean, it's a VG copy, but still, like I said, when it comes to Silver Age, I mean, if the cover ain't falling apart and it's not a whole bunch of rips across, I'm gonna pick it up, and I just love it. And I do collect runs, so. You know, and I got a buttload of runs being worked on right now. So, next one is Detective Comics 375. And I think there is actually a key to this. It's something to do with the Batmobile, like the first time it's redesigned or the new look Batmobile. I'm not for sure, but I think it is. So if you guys do know, please let me know. But I believe this might be the first time they redesigned the Batmobile. So another book that it's probably like a VG plus, but like I said, I think it was $5, so definitely can't go wrong with that. And these next couple of books, super happy. Been wanting them for a while. Damn near mint copies. Excited. The Killing Joke #1, or The Killing Joke, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting this book for a long time. It's starting to get expensive. I think between $40 and $60. And I actually picked this one up at Frank & Sons last weekend, and he wanted $50, and I told him $40, and he said fine. You know, he hooked me up saying, you know, I always buy from him, so he took $10 off. I don't know, I might have still overpaid, and it's a first print. I might have still overpaid, I'm not for sure. But as you can see, little problem with that barely. Other than that, this thing is nice. Really nice copy. Let me get these out of the way now. And this is my one Craigslist comic I picked up. No spectacular story this time, guys. No spears or nothing. No women bitching about their ex-husbands, but Vengeance of Bane #1, first print, first appearance of Bane. Really nice copy, really high grade. The only problem with it is there's a tiny little, if you can see, let me bring it up. That's it. That's the only thing wrong with the book. But like I said, it was actually a Craigslist haul it was a Craigslist ad I answered, went to meet up with the guy, didn't make no deal. I couldn't, but we kind of hit it off, we were real cool, we were joking, laughing around, talking comics. And he called me like a week later and said, you know what, I just picked up a long box of books. There's like he got 3 copies of this, and he said, here, I'm going to give you one for $20. So I actually drove up to his house and picked it up for $20. So, you know, not a super successful Craigslist, but still, this book usually in this grade, you're going to spend between probably $40 to $60. So, you know, for 20 bucks, definitely happy to have it. And these next two books are books that I got for, I believe it was my anniversary. I get mixed up with the toys. I think the toys were for my birthday, and these were for my anniversary, and I didn't even know that she did research and got them. But the first one was Batman 244, and she got these in a lot, actually. This is Batman 244, classic Neil Adams cover. You know, this book, I mean, not in this, I mean, this is probably, I would give it probably like a fine minus. You know, I mean, you can see a couple of ticks, but it's, you know, and a little wear right here, but it's not that bad of a copy. And she got, let me get that out of the way, Batman 251. As you can see, it's pretty beat up right here. This is a VG copy. And you know what was cool is I always thought, you know, because I talk comics with my wife all the time, and she actually, I've got her on to watching everybody's videos. She actually has her own YouTube account. She's actually subscribed to a lot of YouTubers. She does watch Mercenaut, Hero Hunter, District 12, Tuamua, if I said his name right, Manga, Manta. She watches all the videos with me, and I guess, and it's weird how she got, well, she surprised me, but I told her next time if you decide to buy comics, let me go ahead and pick it, because I would have tried to get a better copy of it. But, you know, like I said, the thought, it was really nice, and it does really mean a lot to me. And but basically, she surprised me by, we share the same eBay account. So she knows I'm always on eBay looking up books and stuff. So she actually opened her own eBay account and won these in a lot. So really cool of her. And I know this one's not the greatest of grades, but at least I have it. And I think it means more to me just for the simple fact that my wife took the time to actually research, pay attention, listen to all, because I talk a lot about comics and toys with her, and I know I always thought she didn't pay attention, but she actually took notes, and I guess remembered that I wanted these two books, and she surprised me, really happy. So these books do mean a lot, and you know, that's why I love her so much. And these next two books, super stoked, been wanting them for a while. Detective Comics 400, paid, I think 30 bucks for it. Really nice copy, but as you can see, there's a chip right there that's missing, but I don't care. I'm just trying to complete the Batman keys. But if, as you can see, I mean, the spine's pretty good. There's a couple of ticks right there, but other than that, it's a really nice copy. The colors are vibrant. It's just that little part right there. But happy to have it, and definitely I don't want to pay like the 150 bucks people are asking for this book. So super happy to get that off my Batman keys. And the last one, and it's funny because every time I say, oh, the last one, you know, I talk about, oh, I've been wanting this book for, I think every book I've been wanting forever. But anyways, this is a Batman 234, first Silver Age appearance of Two-Face. And oh man, just another book I've been wanting for a long time. Glad. I mean, this is probably like a fine, like a 5.0, maybe pushing a 5.5, maybe if PGX is grading it. But yeah, just another book that I actually got a pretty good deal on. I think this book cost me about 35 bucks, and this was an eBay purchase. So this was a $35 book. So real happy to have it. Another Batman key off the list. And that'll do it for my haul, guys. And once again, I appreciate all the subs, comments, you know. And oh, and be on the lookout. I'm going to kind of let this video die out, but sometime next week I will be uploading a contest video with the rules of entry and the prizes. I'll show what prizes you guys can win. You know, I'm putting books together. Hopefully, you know, I get some people to enter. Just want to give back to the community because you guys have, you know, just love watching all your guys' videos, especially, you know, having stressful days. I do enjoy coming home and checking out your guys' videos. So that'll do it for my haul video, guys, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.